Have faith. Let it begin. Hello, everyone. This is Angel. And thank you for listening to another episode of Have Faith, Let It Begin. And as always, thank you to GABBIE Santana for her use of our theme song, Tested. She is an amazing writer, producer, and, of course, performer. Go visit her at her YouTube channel, GABBIE Santana. We wish her nothing but the very best. Folks, we have done more than 40 episodes. If you haven't had a chance to listen to these episodes, I encourage you. I ask you to go back and start from the beginning. I will tell you, though, in the first couple of episodes, I was recording directly from my phone, and I started to realize from feedback and, of course, from my own listening, and editing the beginning and end by adding music later, that it was time to pick up a microphone. So the audio did get better as episodes progressed. So again, I encourage you to go back and listen to some episodes, share them, and comment on them at our like page, Have Faith, Let It Begin. I want to talk to you today about something different. Something that I've actually never talked about in these 40 plus episodes. And for some of you, this may just catch you off guard, but I want to touch base on it because I think it is important. Lies. When you hear that word, lies, how does that make you feel? Lies can be put into so many different categories. Lies or lying can easily destroy an individual's heart, drive, goals, future, present. Lies. Have you ever been lied to? Have you ever been a person who was behind a lie? Have you ever been caught in a lie? It's very hard. It's very, very damaging. There's nothing worse than getting caught in a lie or lying to try to get away from something or someone or to avoid confrontation. I have said to you many times that I am not perfect. None of us are. We are human. We at one point have all told a lie. Some of us would call it a white lie. Some of us have lied blatantly. I can't speak for anyone other than myself. I've lied. I've told white lies. I've fibbed. And it didn't make me feel good. So I want to talk to you today about two things: lying and being lied to. There's an old saying, that don't cry wolf so many times, because once you do cry wolf when it's legitimate, people won't believe you. Growing up as a kid, I was the youngest of four. I used to tell lies as a kid to other kids because I wanted to feel relevant. I wanted to feel important. I remember, oh my gosh, I mean, people knew anyway, but I think I've never actually admitted it to fellow classmates, but I'm sure they all knew anyway. Growing up, having the last name Santana, and being a wrestling fan, I always thought that it'd be cool to tell people that my cousin was Tito Santana. And here's a great example. It's a funny lie. I'm not going to lie. I can lie now. But back then, people thought it was real. Of course, that was until my teacher, who I didn't know, was actually a wrestling fan and called me out in front of the class and said, "There's no way that is your cousin, because that's not his real last name." And I said, "Yes, it is." And she goes, "Oh, okay, maybe it is, but where is your cousin from?" And I said, "Oh, that's easy. He's from where I'm from, Puerto Rico." And it was not actually true. The wrestler was actually from Tacula, Mexico. So, yeah, it was pretty certain that I got caught in a lie. It was embarrassing. People made fun of me a little bit after that. But, thank goodness it wasn't such a bad lie that, it cost me friendships or anything like that. But I remember that was the first time as a kid I got caught in a lie. Growing up and getting older, I became a manager, assistant branch manager for a company, and I got caught in gossip, and I thought that the person that I had trusted, that shared with me stories about certain things, I kept from my manager. And my manager, who thank God is a very good friend of mine today, he's my mentor, he called me out. And that would have been for the second time in my life. He called me out because he knew that I knew certain things. And it broke my heart because I got caught in a second lie there. Thankfully, he understood that I was somewhat being manipulated by this person, but still, it's not an excuse. I lied. And I got caught again. I learned my lesson. In the business world, you just can't do those things. I think as I got closer to God and got into a relationship with God, I realized that lies hurt people. And I can't sit here and tell all of you that I haven't told a white lie in a while, because that'd be a lie. But I can honestly say that I haven't blatantly told a nasty or disrespectful or deceitful lie. I just wanted to, I know this is a very deep start to our commute, and I'm sorry for that, but sometimes you have to go a certain route, and this is something that was bothering me today, because I had seen something on TV where, I'm seeing more and more about certain individuals, and I'm not talking about celebrities, I'm talking about people that we look up to and, say lies. And I don't want to get political, and I'm not here to get gossipy about celebrities, because I actually truthfully don't believe in all that. I just think it hurts people. But it's just the word lie. When I heard the word lie, it struck me, and it made me realize that there are certain topics out there that we should address. And I want to tell all of you that lying doesn't get you anywhere. It ultimately will come back to haunt you, and it will automatically it'll make you feel guilty all the time. But nothing could be worse than being lied to. Now that I can say has happened to me many times. I have been lied to. I've been lied on, where people have accused me of things that I would never think about doing. I've confronted liars, and they've tried to lie to my face and then change their story and eventually admitted to their lie. I've been cheated on. which is going to be another topic coming up hopefully this week. And that is the hardest thing to overcome. Well, that's two parts. It's hard to overcome when you're being lied to, and it's certainly hard to overcome when you've been cheated on. But I'm going to leave the cheated on part for next episode. So where am I going to find the positive in this, right? Because we always have to find a positive in every episode that we have. Communication is key. Communication is the most important thing that you will ever have with any and everyone you encounter. It is important to face your fears by confronting individuals that have done something to you, or have accused you of something, or have lied to you. But don't fall into the trap. Do not lie. Do not do things to get yourself feel as if you're relevant. Just be yourself. God made you in His image, and He has made you to be that person that He knows you can be. You all know that you're great people. We are all good inside. I don't believe that people are born evil. I believe that we are all born with great intentions. But I believe that in this world, we are manipulated, we are sidetracked, and we are distracted for the goals that have been presented to us or should be presented to us, so that we can walk in that great path. And that path can be anything. Saving a life, teaching someone so that they can be someone, being an instrument, being a hero, being a role model, being someone that they can look up to. So if you've lied in your life, if you're lying now, stop the lies today. Let's move forward. Let's rejoice in the fact that we can sit up, wake up every morning, breathe the air that is presented to us, so that we can get up and face the world. I am truly asking all of you, and hopefully I can motivate all of you, so that you can go out into the world and change a life. That life can be done in so many different ways, but it can't be done with a lie. If you have a loved one, if you have a friend, if you have someone that you feel that you've lied to or have been lied on, now is the time to confront, get that conversation on the table, forgive, and move forward. And do your very best to do things in a positive way. For Have Faith, Let It Begin. My name is Angel, and this was a story, and this was an episode about lies. Have faith, let it begin.
Don't